solution to problems. If we are working as one team, of course we will work together to find the problems, to solve the problems. If we have problems, we will not stop. All together we will try to find the problems. We will try to find a solve for the problems. So but do you think in the not so affect teams members they will do like that before teams? Of course no. And of course they will what? Who are not affected, aggressive, demanding individuals who distribute the work, your work it will distribute. Because, for example, if I am the leader in the team and I am very angry, I don't respect the people. I hope you will do your work well? Of course no. You will stop. Maybe you will be lazy. You don't think about the problems. If there is any problem, you will stop because you're told, I am not helpful. I am not respect the people. Lazy and or not dependable. Of course, rewarding and or afraid to contribute. For example, in the not affected team, and this man, for example, give me idea, and it was failed, and I was very angry from him, and I didn't respect him. Do you think he will come back again with a new idea? Of course no, because I didn't respect his idea. And I am thinking, so that the leadership skills, learning to lead, do you think is it correct or not?
Yes.
Okay. How? How do you think the leadership skills, learning to lead?
It's a big responsibility, for leadership, because you're responsible for the whole members in the team.
Yes.
So then you have to know whether this person is well affected in the team or not.
Yes.
Otherwise, you have to just remove them from the team members and then just try to get new ones that can be effective and achievable people.
Yes. It is correct. Right. But learning to lead, that's we should. No, of course I will. The leadership, I should learning from anyone. I should see, for example, this member is as he told, is not affecting the team. I should see where he is affecting, where is he is successful, where is his seat, where he will helpful for us. So that's the team's skill effect is leading, build situation relationship. Of course, the leadership for any team, you should have very good relationship with anyone. This is the first point. So, and also he don't think about himself. I am the better. Of course, no. Of course, leadership, like our Dr. Yusuf, he came now, he told from the beginning, I don't have experience about IT. Is it? He's correct, but he's our leadership. So that's, I should know about myself. I don't know everything. Of course, I know some knowledge, but I don't know everything. So that I should respect everyone and develop and communicate with the patient. I should develop everyone and communicate with everyone to find our point. Emphasizing people also and making the decision. For example, we came here to the class. From the beginning, we know our role from 8 to 2. But I should take decision because I'm the leadership. I know what is the subject and how I can manage the time and how I can manage the subject. So that's the leadership. You should take decision. Maybe I will leave you before 2 o'clock because I know you, for example, you should go to take your lunch, you should go to rest, and there is traffic. I try to give you more knowledge in the short time, and I can leave you before. So that's the leadership. You should have a decision by himself, but the decision should not affect the organization. Overcoming adversity, and also understanding the people needs. For example, now I am here in the class. I know this man, he like to go after 5 minutes. He has very important call. we are doing the big important job or big important project, but 5 minutes it will not cost from my work. I can leave him. So that I should understand the responsibility of the people and what they want. I should understand them and I should, for example, help them. If I find one member in my group, he has a problem, I should understand the problem. Maybe I can help him. I can give him at least advice. So that's a good leader always challenge the people to think. The good leader, for example, now in our class, we should do some challenge, like some questions, like some motivations, like some ice break. That means challenges, and also communicate to clear expression. Of course, we should communicate together to clear what we have and what we explain, and also lead by examples. We should have, when we are leading, we should have examples how to lead and how to move from side to side. Make decision, make other feel safe to speak up. Of course, this is very important points to have to our good relation. I should, for example, if now I am to give you to speak about our class, and maybe you don't know more knowledge, you should feel safe. For example, if I am angry with you, no, that was, you, in the future you will speak? No. Of course no. But if you are safe, if you are speaking, I am listening to you, and I try to hear you, I try to be with you, so that the leader, he should hear from the people, and he should keep each member in the group. They are safe to speak, they are safe to talk. Like you remember Dr. Yusuf, he told, you can give me your idea, we will look for it. You can give us your idea, we will look for it. That means, if you give your idea, you feel it isn't safe. But for example, if you give your idea, and after 3-4 days, you have called from the office, why you write this idea? This idea is bad, it's not good. In the next time you will speak? No. Of course no. Of course you know you will not speak. So that the measure and reward performance, of course you should, for example, if you have in your teams 5 or 10 people, you should measure them, and you should give the people who are working very hard, you should give them at least small gifts, small things to keep them happy. And also in the end, you should know who is working very well, you should give them some gifts or and also measure the performance. Priority allocate to deploy talent, provide, communicate feedback, positive and negative. Of course, you should do the feedback. Like now in Nijada is in Oman. Of course, we have after 1 month there is feedback. Each one, his manager, he should write about him the feedback, what he did and what he didn't do, and why he didn't do it. So that's the leadership. He should do this very well. Good leadership always are connectable to others, are great to teachers. Of course, the leadership, he should be great for teaching and learning. He should work as teacher and student in the same time, and he should feel he is like small employee and he is like the big employee. So that's ask question and seek counsel. Of course, you should ask question for each member in the group, even daily. I find some people, mashallah, they are managers in the courts. They are in the morning